Everyone, and welcome to a new reading vlog. I'm very excited for this vlog because I have a lot of things to talk about. I want to talk about the book that I finished reading and the books I'm currently reading right now. But first and foremost, I have in fact finished reading The Ballad of Never After by Stephanie Garber. I highly recommend this series. It is so freaking good. But unfortunately, it wasn't the 5-star rating for me. I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5 stars only because it wasn't 100% perfect for me. It wasn't the 5-star level. I don't know why. I can't really explain it because the characters, they're flawed. They're messy. It is what it is. Jax is, he's unapologetic of who he is. He doesn't have, well, he kind of does have like a soft heart and everything like that, but it takes a while to kind of get through his barriers. But sometimes he's a little bit of a bully, and I don't really like that. And I feel Ava, sometimes she could kind of, make him work for it a little bit. Sometimes it got kind of old when she just cave in when he would really hurt her feelings. And I'm like, girl, just stick up for yourself or make him work for it. So sometimes it kind of lowered my rating for this book a little bit. But again, he is unapologetically himself, which I appreciate because he is who he is, take it or leave it. And I appreciate that. But I don't know. It's just sometimes it got to the point where I felt he was more a bully than a lover. And I really don't care for that. But it was still good. I highly recommend this series. If you're not a huge fantasy person like me, this series is very fast paced. You could finish this in a day or two. I feel max. The only reason I took long reading this book is because I work part time and I was going to school at the time. So it was just very on and off for me. But it is very fast read. And I will say, this is the most annotated book that I've ever annotated. I don't know why. I was just very inspired to annotate the books, and I'm really, I think I'm going to try and do this more often. I just really got inspired to do it. I'll show you as an example. I did for chapter 32. I did a lot of annotating and highlighting. I put on some rub-on transfer stickers, and I just liked the way it came out. It just looks very fantasy, very whimsy, and I just highlighted my favorite lines. I'm not going to show any spoilers, but I did the same thing to chapter 37, I believe. Yeah, 37. So I just added these leave rub-on transfer stickers, and I just think it looks very decorative and very cute. So yeah, I just think I'm going to do that more often. And I think, I don't know for sure, but I kind of have this idea in my head. I think I'm going to do it or add stickers and tabs and all that good stuff. I think I'm going to do that to the books that I feel I don't mind lending out or anything like that. And then that way, it's an excuse to buy special editions. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. I don't know yet. But I don't know if I'm just using that as an excuse to buy more books. But anyway, I enjoyed the process. It's very fun. It's very creative. And I feel it kind of makes it your own. And it just makes me feel like I really highlight the scenes that I like. And it kind of makes it more easier for me to talk about certain points or just to go back and remember certain things that I really enjoyed of the book. So yeah, I went ahead and annotated. I used a lot of pink tabs, and those I used to kind of indicate the romantic scenes or the really heartwarming scenes. And I only used one blue tab for blue, even though there was a lot of heartbreaking scenes in this one, but I just used a lot of pink for this book. But anyway, that's neither here or there. 3.5 out of 5 stars for this book. Highly recommended. I am going to pick up book 3 because I have to know what happens in the end. I have to know. It leaves you wanting to know more, and I really want to know more. So anyway, just I'd tell you guys that. Finish another book, which I'm very happy about. Now for my buddy read, me and Cowboy went ahead and picked up 5 Broken Blades by Mai Corland. I believe that's how you pronounce the name. And we have gone pretty far in this book. We are on chapter 10, and already, I don't know if you can tell with the beautiful sprayed edges, I should say, I have a lot of tabs going on. There's just so many already, all the way going down. And I will say the book is very intriguing. We were laughing through so many parts in the book already, and we're barely on chapter 10, but it is so enjoyable right now. We haven't picked it up in a bit, but it is so good so far. I cannot wait to continue the book. I still find myself thinking about the characters and what I've read so far, and it's still funny to me. I think of certain scenes and it just cracks me up. But there is some trigger warnings, so before you read the book, there is, on the beginning of the book, there's like a page that lists the trigger warnings, so just be aware. But anyway, it is so good, and I cannot wait to pick this up again. I don't know if we're going to do any reading later on this evening during a chat or anything like that, but we are still early on, so I'm very, very excited to get back into the story, and it is just so good so far, and I hope it continues. But anyway, Buddy Read is Five Broken Blades, and I'm very excited to get back into it. Now, for me, the book I'm going to be reading by myself is What Beauty There Is by Corey Anderson. And the ironic thing is, the very, very ironic thing is, these characters kind of have the same names as the characters in the Ballad of Never After. I don't know why the names are coming to me all of a sudden, but in the Ballad of Never After, his name is Jax and her name is Eva. And in this book, his name is Jack and her name is Ava. I don't know what that means, but the names are just coming to me again. I don't know why. But anyway, very intrigued. This is supposed to be a heartbreaking story. I'm not too far into it. I barely got up to chapter 2 in the book because I took this to work one night and I didn't get far into it at all. We just got busy. But I would be aware of the trigger warnings. What happens in chapter 1, there's already a suicide scene. I'm not going to say who because I don't want to give any spoilers. But it's very heartbreaking already in chapter 1 and I'm very intrigued to get back into it. But yeah, so for the rest of the evening, I'm just going to go ahead and pick this up and do some reading. I was pretty busy today. I've been studying for the state exam that I need to take pretty soon. It's literally right around the corner. So I was just taking practice exams and doing all that good stuff all morning. And then I did some cleaning, got cleaned up, and started vlogging. So for the rest of the evening, I plan to have some dinner and then read this book. I plan to pick this up and spend most of my evening reading. And I will say this has beautiful designs at the top of the headers here, and I just think it looks so pretty with the trees and the butterflies. I don't know if that holds any significance, but either way, I just thought that was a pretty design. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to annotate this book. We shall see. I'm kind of torn between marking this one up, but I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, so this is my current read. This is the book I finished reading, and then here is my buddy read. So I am on a really, really good track here with my reading, and I do love the way the colors look together all lined up like this. I think it looks really nice. I just love all the dark colors going on. I just thought it was really cool. So there's that. And then I do plan to use one of these. Actually, I am going to go ahead and use one of these as a bookmarker because I want to kind of keep track of the books I'm currently reading instead of in my journal, which I am still going to journal, but I am going to use one of these, and I'm just going to write down the book that I currently finished reading and then write down the ones that I'm currently reading now. And that way I can just write here in the stars my star rating and all that good stuff. So I really think I'm going to start this today. I think I'm going to start writing things down, marking my star ratings and all that good stuff. So yeah, first and foremost is I want to show you guys before I get into reading, get cozy and just park myself on my bed and get to reading for a little bit. I want to show you guys my bookshelves. I did decorate them and reorganize my books. So I thought I'd show you guys that really quickly before I get to reading. So yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. So I didn't do anything too different to these shelves here. I just basically spread them out more so they weren't like double stacked or anything like that. But I just think they look really good spread out this way. Of course, there's my beautiful Shatter Me series. But right here for the second shelf where the Hello Kitty is, I think I want to make that into my TBR shelf. I really want to put the books that I want to get to as soon as possible. I want to put those there. So whatever fits there is where I'm going to read. I just haven't had the chance to organize it yet, but I'm definitely going to turn that into my TBR shelf. But what I really, really want to show you guys is this top part of the shelf. I did add the cubed shelf up here, and I kind of organized it by genre a little bit because I just have so many books and I have a little bit of shelving space. But the top part, I did add my Harry Potter merchandise with some pop-up books and my comic book there. And then moving on to the top part of the shelf, I just kind of organized it by the World War II historical fiction books. I put all those types of books on the top part of the shelf. And then the second part, I just did some Victorian books and then a little bit of fiction books in the middle shelf, and then, or nonfiction, I should say. And then the last shelf, or the last cube, I just added my little bit of books I had left of my dystopian and fantasy genre. But yeah, this is how it came out. I think it came out really, really good. I'm very excited about it. I'm excited to get to some of these books. I have read some of them, or most of them, I should say. But there are some up there that I have to read as soon as possible. So I'm thinking those I'm going to add to that TBR shelf once I organize it and make it into my TBR shelf. But overall, I really love how my shelves are looking. And let me know what you guys think. So yeah, that was a little bit of a mini bookshelf tour. I will do an in-depth bookshelf tour at some point. Don't know when, but hopefully that happens sometime soon. But anyway, I do want to get to reading. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Hey guys, so reading update. I had to stop, unfortunately, I had to stop reading, but I am on chapter 7. But oh my god, this book is emotionally getting to me. It is so sad. It takes a lot for me to cry in a book. It really does. I can't remember the last time I cried in a book, but this book literally brought tears to my eyes. I literally had to stop, go get tissue, clean myself up a bit because it is so emotional. It's just sad. It's just so devastating. I feel certain things are just hitting close to home. It's just so sad. It's because I have a little brother and Maddie's just so cute. He just reminds me of him, and it just reminds me of what it's like to take care of a younger sibling during hard times, and it's just it's just bringing out all kinds of emotions in me. I didn't think it would, but I did. As you can see, I did a little bit of some rub-on stickers on certain chapters because I just felt they needed that sort of recognition. I don't know. I just wanted to craft. Honestly, I just wanted to craft a little bit just to take my mind off of it and to kind of just regroup and just have a little bit of, creativity going on and just really highlight the really important chapters that I felt needed to be marked, if that makes any sense. But anyway, I have, as you can see, I barely got up to chapter 7 and I've already tabbed quite a few pages. So I'm using red tabs for like wow moments, like it just really hit me kind of moments, or like something significant happens. Blue is just obviously for emotional tear jerker moments. I put that, and then pink I have for like the romantic scenes that come up. But anyway, it's not really romantic, but basically I just wanted to highlight when Jack and Ava finally cross paths, and they do early on in the story, but it is so good. So basically, what happens is Ava and Jack, they know each other, but only a little bit because it's not giving me too much right now on how they know each other, but it's just they know each other because they go to the same school. But she knows him because her father and his father, they were involved in a robbery together, but his dad went to prison. Jack's father went to prison for the robbery, and her father, it doesn't really specify yet, but I believe he's still in the picture. I can't really tell, but she does talk about him. She does mention him, but she knows that she knows everything about her father. He's evil, he's cruel. She just knows how he is, and she knows that Jack's father was involved in that robbery. So that's how she knows him, and she's just telling herself, stay away from him. It's dangerous. Don't even bother. But they eventually crossed paths in school because Jack stood up to this really obnoxious football player who was like harassing her, and basically he threatened him, to get away from her and everything. So that's when they met, and just the stars aligned, and it is just so good. But oh my gosh, it takes so much for me to cry in a book, and his little brother is just so adorable. I just love him so much. There's a specific scene where, because him and his little brother, they're in a very bad situation right now because their mother just committed suicide, their father's in prison, and the protective services, they're kind of closing in on their living situation, and he don't know what to do because he can't get a job. It's a small town, everybody knows his reputation, so they don't want anything to do with him. So he's just he don't know what to do. But at some point, he went to school, he comes home, and the house is dark, and the police show up, and he's just going hysterical. So he's yelling for his little brother, and basically the house is dark, and the cop kind of stops him, and he's just like, oh, where's your mom? And he kind of fibs this whole lie, but the cop kind of knows. He kind of sent something's off, and he's like, well, I'll be coming back to check. So he leaves, and he runs, and he runs inside, and his little brother's just hiding under the table. He's all covered up, and he just holds him, and he's just like, the panic, the fear, and the heartbreaking. Oh my god, it's just so raw. It took a lot out of me. I'm not gonna lie. Chapter 6 is just really hard to read. It's just so sad, so emotional, and oh my god, I can tell this is gonna bring out a lot of emotions I wasn't expecting to feel. But anyway, that's the beauty of books, that's what they're there for. They're here to evoke those type of emotions and just bring to light, just beautiful stories, tragic stories at the same time. But I love reading. That's what it does to me. But anyway, I know it's a sad read, but there is some cute moments. I love when Jack and Ava finally meet. I wanted to obviously get more in depth, so hopefully the story continues and they kind of spark a conversation. I haven't gone to that part yet, but I'm assuming that's going to happen later on in the story. But I just can't wait till they finally have more of a deeper conversation and just, connect at some point. I'm sure they do. But anyway, I'm going to stop here for tonight because unfortunately I do have to get back to studying. Dinner's going to be ready soon, so I'm just going to study the rest of the night, have some dinner, and then just call it a night. Tomorrow, me and Cowboy do plan to go to Barnes & Noble's, which I'm very excited about because I've been to this Barnes & Noble's. He's never been there before, but I believe it's like 3 stories high. It's it's a huge Barnes & Noble's. I've been there before many years ago, and I haven't been there in so long, so I thought it'd be the perfect time to take him. And before I really get into the nitty-gritty of studying, obviously, basically just one more hurrah trip before I have to really just shut out everything and just stick to studying. But anyway, I am going to hopefully get back into reading on and off and continue on with the buddy read because I have to get back into these stories. But anyway, I will update you guys tomorrow, and we will be at Barnes & Noble's tomorrow, so that'll be fun. So anyway, it was a really successful read. I'm looking forward to this. I can't wait to get back to it. I already missed these characters, but I do have to study. So anyway, I will see you all tomorrow. like this one because it has Nick and Judy in it. And it just has the little carrot pops. So cute.
That's really cute.
And then
There's silhouettes too.
yes, and then Nick's pop.
Oh.
So it's just so cute.
That
I just want it
is.
for that reason alone. That is so cool. I love it. They have some interesting desserts in here.
I like the silhouettes in there, the characters they're related
Yeah.
to.
Look at from up.
Oh. That's so cool.
This is nice. I really like this one. It's really nice.
So their silhouettes, they're simplistic enough, but you can
my-
still tell what they are.
Yes, but look at from Brave.
Oh.
Remember when they eat the cake?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Oh, I love this. So symbolic. I love Brave.
Yeah.
Oh my god, from Rapunzel.
Uh-oh. That looks so good.
Oh my god.
Is
Tower cookies.
Is it milk chocolate or dark chocolate in there?
Gooey chocolate chip cookie with macadamia nuts.
Ooh.
So cool. I love how they put the silhouettes in here. Oh, look at this one.
That looks delicious. And then the dishware too. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
That is so cool. Oh, that's so cute. Look at that.
That's cool.
Ooh.
I like how they add
love
that in there.
Yes.
We got Kent Rollins here. Kent and Shannon Rollins. Their cookbooks always. Backyard favorites, country classics, and stories from a ranch cook. How awesome is that?
I love Kent Rollins.
All his videos are amazing. Doing your prayer, that's awesome. Oh, that looks
that's
delicious.
I can honestly say his recipes, they're really good. Hi everyone. So it's been a couple of days since my Barnes& and Noble's trip with Cowboy. We had so much fun. It was just so much fun spending the whole day at Barnes& and Noble's just looking for all the books, well, looking at all the books and exploring everything that was in the store. It is just so beautiful there. It was just so great to spend the day there and obviously just read a bunch of books that I would really love to get at some point. Obviously not right now, but there's just so much to see, so much to look at and explore. I just felt so great there. It was just so much fun and we're definitely going back. Unfortunately, I couldn't find my book that I really wanted to buy. I wanted to buy the third book in the Once Upon a Broken Heart series and I couldn't find it for some reason. They had the book in hardcover, but I wanted it in paperback because I have book 1 and 2 in paperback, so I wanted to match, but they didn't have it and I was just really bummed out because that's the book I really wanted to get, but I couldn't find it. But anyway, it was just fun just spending time there. Cowboy's never been to this Barnes and Nobles before. I've been there, but it's been years since I visited that Barnes and Nobles, and it was just really nice to go back. They have a beautiful fountain there, and it's just beautiful. It's just good vibes all the way around. But I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog, but I do have reading updates because I did read while I was at work yesterday night. So I did make me and Cowboy both. We actually made more progress in Five Broken Blades. This book is getting better and better and better. We're up to chapter 15 now, and it is just getting really amped up. I'm really excited to see where the story leads. I don't know if I explained in the beginning of my vlog, but basically this is a Korean fantasy. It is rich in writing. I just love the characters. I love the development of the characters. I have a few favorites in here, and I just love it. So basically you have these five highly trained assassins, and they all have the goal to kill this king, because for some reason they all have like a reason to go after him, because it's basically there's something they can each gain from murdering him, unfortunately, and there's also something they can lose. It's just, I don't know what's going to happen at this point. I don't know if they're all going to basically meet up at some point. I don't know. I don't want to give too much away. I'm just taking guesses here. But I'm assuming they're all going to meet up at some point. But it's just getting really, really good. Some certain characters are coming into play that I did not expect to come in to the story. And it is just getting more and more better. So I'm really looking forward to it. We might read a little bit more. So like I'll read 5 chapters ahead at work. And then when he has a chance at home, he reads to catch up to where I'm at. So hopefully we get at least 5 more chapters into the book, but we are definitely enjoying this book. So I'm really looking forward to continuing that. And then I have made more progress in what beauty there is. Sorry. But it is so good. It is still so sad. It is so heartbreaking. I am now up to chapter 12 in the book. I did some more reading at work, and it is just so good. I'm really loving the story. It is still heartbreaking. I'm at this point where Jack actually met his father in prison, and it was not a pleasant encounter whatsoever. It was just so sad, so heartbreaking. That's basically how I can describe it. It's just he leaves him with no hope. He doesn't care. He's just kind of like, don't come back. I never want to see you here again. I don't know if he's protecting him from something, but either way, I just don't like his dad. But it was just so sad because it was just really mean what he told him. I don't want to give any spoilers, but I'm at the part where Ava actually met Jack's little brother, and it was just a little cute encounter. It was very brief, but it was so cute, and I just hope they get another chance to basically meet up again. It hasn't happened yet, but I'm very looking forward to that. So that is my reading updates. I'm very looking forward to getting back into these stories. So hopefully I make more progress in Five Broken Blades, and then What Beauty There Is. I'm very looking forward to reading more and more. But before I end the clip, I just want to show you a few things that I got. So I ordered a few things from Temu because I'm working on like a bookish project. So I bought more of these little mini books. I ordered some more from Temu, and look at, they even have Imagine Me in here. They have so many cute books. So I got a pack of 200 each because I am making me a little mini library. So I had this little, like, how do you say it, like a little curio shelf, I guess you can call it, or a display shelf. But basically with the little books that my mom bought me, I'm basically making me a little library. So what I did was I just got like the Jenga blocks from Dollar Tree, and I'm using it to give the shelves like height and everything, so that way the books are kind of different heights and everything. But I'm adding them in here, and I'm just going to basically glue all the books in here and make my own little library, if you will. I'm very excited about it. I did want to vlog where I was kind of putting them and gluing them into the shelves, but I unfortunately have to work tonight, so I don't have time for that. But I am going to glue the books, and I'm going to continue working on these shelves and making them just look stunning. I'm going to add my mini Funko Pops in here. Sorry for the light, but yeah, I just love the way it's coming out. I highly recommend doing this activity. They have little kits already pre-made on Temu, but you basically, all I do is I use wood glue, and again, I'm using the Jenga blocks. You can't really see, but that's why the books are kind of different heights, because I add them like little stairs, and then I just glue the books onto the Jenga blocks, and it works very easy. I just use tweezers to kind of help me guide them onto the little shelves. and it works so good. It's very therapeutic, I'm not gonna lie. And they're called like anxiety book kits or DIY kits. Not that I have anxiety, but I highly recommend doing this if you have like an audiobook playing and or even music or just a good movie on. Just sit there and you get into a zone. At least I did. I was really just in the zone. So I'm really, really looking forward to getting back into this. Unfortunately, I don't have time to do that tonight, but that's why I went ahead and ordered more of these books from Temu, and they are just so freaking cool. They have so many of the current books that are out right now. Let me see if I can pull out a couple that we've all pretty much seen floating around on BookTube. Like, let me see. Oh, of course, look at Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Sorry for the lighting. I don't know if you guys can see that, but the detail on it is so freaking good. Love that. And then we also have Twilight. So just basically all the popular books that's been out for quite a while. So I'm really looking forward to getting back into this little mini project. It's just so therapeutic. It's just so relaxing. So I think like what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read a little bit and then do that and read and then go back to it. And then we have A Court of Thorns and Roses, obviously by Sarah J. Maas. I'm not into this series, unfortunately. I did give it a try when they first came out and I just didn't like it. But those are just a couple of examples. And then A Court of Silver, I think it's A Court of Silver Flames. So this series is very popular. Unfortunately, it didn't do it for me, but I do love the Throne of Glass series. That was my series. So yeah, so I just bought more of these because I just really want to get into that. And then I bought this. It's a little bit of a thicker book, but it's basically a little mini collection of mushroom pictures because I just thought it was very like bookish, very dark academia kind of vibes. So just a few examples. So I'm just going to add that in there. Probably like if I make like a little fantasy section, I think I'll just add that in there. And I just think it looks super cute. So I'm very excited. And again, I highly recommend doing that. If you're like a little book nerd like me, just make your little library. It is so relaxing. I was very, very surprised with that. But then my mom surprised me with this. It's this little resin girl. She's holding some balloons, and isn't she just so cute? I love her. To me, that's me, and that's Wyatt. I know it's not a Chihuahua, but the dog's not a Chihuahua, but it does look like Wyatt. I'm just gonna pretend. But isn't she so gorgeous? Look at that. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking of painting her hair blonde, even though I have short hair, but it doesn't matter. I'm a blondie, so I think I'll do that. But I don't know. I don't mind the brown. I used to have brown hair. But anyway, I just love her heels. I just love the balloons, how shiny they are. And she's just going to go as a decorative piece on my desk. So I am going to put her at this corner right here. And she's just so beautiful. She's really tall. You can really see her. She does stand out on my shelves. So I really love that. But yeah. Oh, and then I also bought from Temu. I got these like replica Pirates of the Caribbean coins. They look so good because I have a DIY I want to do, and I'll probably do that in another vlog. But I finally ordered my coins, and then I also got some jewels because I am going to add that. So it's like my little pirate Funko Pop. He's like sitting on a pile of treasure. So I just got some flat-sided jewels here. They're really shiny. Very nice. So I'm just going to add them. I'm looking forward to doing that. That's going to be a whole other project. So I have a lot of DIY projects I want to get to, and luckily I will have time to do that now that school's over. And I'm very excited about it. So anyway, I just want to show you guys the little things that I ordered. I am such a book nerd. I'm so excited to get back into making my little library. I'm very excited about that. But yeah, that is it for today's vlog. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey with me. I hope you really enjoyed this vlog. I'm really glad I got to bring you guys along shopping at Barnes & Nobles. It is so much fun. I hope next time if we go, they have the book. If not, I'm just going to go ahead and check at Target or something. But anyway, that's all I have for tonight. Thank you so much for joining me once again, and I will see you all next time. Bye.